Dear brothers, what's going on, fellas? So, a very good friend of mine recently got a new, very badass car. It's a spaceship. Fast as hell, the panoramic sunroof, the crazy technology, the works. The thing is dope. And in that moment, as he was kind of telling me about this, I thought to myself, dude, that's rad. I am so stoked for you. And as I kept thinking about it, I kind of realized something immense because there was a time in my life that would have infuriated me and my jealousy would have known absolutely no boundaries. I would come up with all these excuses as to why someone could have something so nice. Their parents must have helped them out. They're probably going into mounds of debt to buy whatever the thing was. This is so stupid. They don't even need a new car. The list is pretty much endless. And I want all of you to imagine this in your own lives. How often has a friend of yours gotten a new house, a new car, a fancy watch, or been just given far more greater material possessions than you? And your first thought is, that bastard. I wish I had that. They don't deserve that. It's just because daddy is rich or they're spoiled or whatever. All of you have to admit in some capacity you have done that. Myself specifically included. But what do we care how they got the luxuries that they have? What's that have to do with us? Would we enjoy those things if we had them? Of course we would. So why would we not want that for a friend? What kind of friend would I be if I didn't want them to have the best? Is my selfishness that high of a priority in my life? It's perfectly okay to wish you had something that another has. That's human nature. All of us want to have certain things. Yeah, it'd be great to have a big house with a pool that looks out over the ocean and someone comes out and serves me coffee in the morning and I get to read books all day or whatever. But that only becomes vile when you start allowing that jealousy to overwhelm your love for that person. Does their worth to me change only based on what they have? Remember, guys, another person's wealth or luxuries or success is not them. It's just an attribute of theirs. I have known many wealthy people. I work with many wealthy people who are kind, compassionate, and irrationally simple even in some of their living. Their wealth doesn't define them, just like their clothes or the food they eat or the homes they own or the accomplishments they have do not define who they are. They just so happen to have access to those things. Their character is unaltered by their possessions. Now, I'm not going to say that that's everybody, because as all of us know, there are people who have allowed their wealth to completely erode their lives. They suffer the consequences of what that looks like. I don't know how many, I think the number one thing that results in a marriage in the US is issues over money, be it a lot or be it a little. And when you allow money or wealth to perverse your mind, that's going to be your own difficulty to address. But it's not my difficulty. My only job is to ensure that my character isn't being degraded by wanting what other people possess. That is a sign of a man without control, a foolish man. A man who thinks he's owed something by other people, or that he deserves more than others. If I have my friend who just got his car and I'm like, I deserve that more than you do. Who the hell am I? That kind of person is foul. In Proverbs, there's a verse, I think it's 14:30. It says, a sound heart is life to the body, but envy is rottenness to the bones. Envy will destroy your soul. It will rot your life. A further point I want to make, guys. Living well, living affluently, and having a good life are not even remotely the same thing. You can live like a king, have all the luxuries, and be wealthy beyond compare, yet your existence sucks. You can also have no luxuries at all, live a relatively impoverished existence, and yet you have an incredible life full of meaning and love and everything that you've needed. The amount of people I know that have lived at or below the poverty line and never complain, are very happy, love their lives. They have to organize their life to maybe even take a 3 or 4 day vacation with their families, but they are the most immensely happy people in the world. I've also known some of the wealthiest people in the world who are the absolute most miserable human beings you've ever known. Wealth doesn't guarantee happiness, nor does poverty guarantee a terrible existence, but it's also vice versa. And I love using the example. So in As a Man Thinketh, James Allen says this: blessedness, not material possessions, is the measure of right thought. Wretchedness, not a lack of material possessions, is the measure of wrong thought. A man may be cursed and rich, he may be blessed and poor. Blessedness and riches are only joined together when the riches are rightly and widely used. And the poor man only descends into wretchedness when he regards his lot as a burden unjustly imposed. I encourage all of you today, be happy for those around you, especially your friends who enjoy luxuries of life that maybe you do not. Just like you would be happy for them if they crushed an exam or got a promotion in their company or had their first child. Your only concern should be their well-being and that they are living a purpose-driven life. The stuff that they possess is just stuff. It doesn't go with them when they die, nor does it define who they are. Don't allow your jealousy to darken your own soul. Be happy for your friends. Love them no matter what. If they have more luxuries than you do, that's great. God's love for them and for you is unchanged. And your love for them should absolutely never waver. When we take that step, guys, you're going to find a peace like nothing else. I encourage all of you today to really think about how you respond to what the other people in your life have, especially your close friends. Don't allow envy of them, of their stuff, to rot your heart. Be happy for those around you, and then find a mirror and be thankful for what you have. Remember, there are many people who would die for the life that you guys have right now. Be good, fellas. At the end of the day, your only job is to be living a good, purpose-filled life and honoring God with it. And we should only be wishing that for others. I love all of you. God bless. Be strong. Let's get after it today, boys.